Hey everyone, so this is going to be a short gameplay video on the DLC of The Last of Us called Left Behind. I just want to talk briefly about Technicity and how it relates to the game, or actually like the series of The Last of Us. And the term Technicity I'm getting from a book called Game Cultures, Computer Games as New Media by John Dovey and Helen W. Kennedy. The read was kind of hard, but what I got was that technicity is the interconnectedness of identity and technological competence, which is basically saying what is my self-worth in comparison to how I use these technological things. So I guess for this game's sake, it would be the actual game, the mechanics, the story, everything to do with the game. One of the things that I want to talk about is basically like Ellie's story and how it connects to me, how I feel about Ellie and the game. But we're just gonna go ahead and start this new game. We'll go ahead and do normal. I just beat the first game, The Last of Us, I think on like normal mode as well. I haven't played the DLC at all, so this is a first for me. So with that being said, let's get it.
What? Fireflies?
Get down!
Oh! Who the fuck are these guys?
Asshole!
Stay the fuck back! Joel? Put your arm around me. Come on. I think we're safe. Joel? Joel? Shit. Joel, here. Oh, get up, get up, get up. You gotta tell me what to do. Come on. You gotta get up. Joel? Riley?
Ow. I landed on my hip.
What the hell? I thought I was bitten.
I know. It was kind of awesome. You're not gonna kill me, are you?
I haven't seen you, and I don't even know how long.
45 days. Well, 46, technically. Wanna know what I've been up to?
All this time, I thought you were dead.
Yeah. Here. Look.
No way.
Still no roommate? I had to sleep under Liz for 3 years, and you know how bad that girl smelled.
You're a firefly.
You still have it up. What? What are you doing?
I'm making sure I don't get caught with a firefly in my room.
Relax. There are no soldiers on the entire floor.
Here, congrats.
Hey. Are we cool?
Are we cool?
I disappeared and you're mad. And I owe you an explanation. Let's get out of here and I'll tell you all about it.
It's It's almost morning, and I have military drills. You know, where we learn how to kill fireflies.
Put some pants on and let's go.
I'm so dumb.
Come on. When have we ever gotten into trouble?
Shit. Come on, give me something. Fuck! Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put you on your side. Jesus.
Mm.
I should buy us some time. I'll find something to stitch you up, okay? Callus, keep an eye on him. I'll be back in a flash. Promise.
I see you are. Here we go.
I totally got this. Alright, now where the fuck do I go?
So I was not expecting to be playing from this. I thought we were going to be interacting with Riley. So this is a surprise. I'm going to be talking mostly about my experiences in the first gameplay that I did for this, like the actual game. In the beginning, as you can see from my health, it's very low. So this game, I say, conditions you to be very wary of your health and supplies because death is literally at every corner. This health, it's extremely low, but I could still, and I have no bullets. That's great. Because of the situation that I'm in, as far as bullets and health, or ammo and health, my best approach is to take out any enemies that I see with stealth because that's going to reward me the most. And that game does a really good job of forcing you to do things when you are in a position like this where you don't have anything. I will say later on down the road, as I got to the end of the game and I had more weapons to choose from, I did not hold back. I wasn't really worried about stealth or being detected by the enemies, whether they be infected or humans. It was just, oh, I have, you know, a shotgun, I have a whole bunch of handguns, I have a freaking rifle, arrows. Like, I have an arsenal of weapons, and I'm just gonna use them at my disposal to take care of the enemies. Um, I will say for, like, bigger enemies, like the bloaters, that was always a pain to deal with. But the game actually gives you like a good progression in how to like deal with enemies. But either way, you could do it in your own way. You can risk um, going guns blazing and wasting a whole bunch of ammo, or you can sneak by quietly and not have to fight anyone, or you can go in between and like take enemies out stealthily with the handy dandy knife that I have. Yep, no bullets. I will say the infected enemies definitely make me nervous, especially with the sound effects, especially the clickers. Those things are creepy. Of course I'm saying this and you can't really see anything because nothing's happening. I'm actually not even sure of where to go. This game is actually really big on exploration. Oh,
Shit.
I hear something. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see the enemies with your hearing. So I feel like a big aspect of this game is like stealth and how you approach different situations, because there's literally like limitless ways to approach each area and each like section of enemies or each group of enemies. Whenever it's quiet though, I mean, you're free to run around and shoot as much as you want, but well, here we go. Oh,
Locked.
what does it say? Requires combination. Oh, need.
Weston's Pharmacy. That sounds promising.
Also, I think this game does a great job in like in presenting like the new areas. But that's not going into technicity. That's just my feelings about the game. As far as technicity, so my assignment says, based on your chosen game's mechanics, rules, narrative, game feel, aesthetics, etc., what kind of cultural attitudes and norms does it demonstrate? Well, this is definitely like post-apocalyptic survival type world that would be like up to par in line with like The Walking Dead, something like that.
What the hell? Did you just swallow the pills and leave the bottle?
Me talking about like how you would approach enemies and your arsenal of weapons, that can go into the mechanics as far as like fighting and gunplay. I feel like the narrative is very strong. It definitely pulled me into the story. At first I was like indifferent towards Joel and Ellie,
Anything?
but at the scene at the beginning where he was
Anything?
hurt and Ellie had to take over and protect the both of them, that was when things got like, you know, real up in the feels for me. Especially the boss fight. Oh, there will be spoilers. Should have said that at the beginning, but yeah. I mean, I think they did a great job
Of
all
course.
around.
Everything's pitch clean.
As far as aesthetics, I mean, looks like that actually scared me. I thought that was a real person. But I mean, let's see what this says.
The pharmacist. Maybe he's got something on him.
Please read. Pharmacist went crazy and attacked me. I hit him pretty hard. He's unconscious. I locked him in the American Princess store next door. Please get him help. Combination 35. Okay, so we got the combination. As far as aesthetics though, I mean, it's a pretty grungy world. I would hate to live in this world. So next on my assignment it says, what kinds of new perceptions or sensation does the game producer's interface and controls, especially in relationship to the player's interaction with things like game physics? Like I was saying earlier, I haven't played a game before that like relied so heavily on stealth and like not necessarily problem solving, but like going into a situation with a plan. I mean, of course you could just run through enemies and hope that they don't attack you, but sometimes if you get grabbed by a clicker and don't have a certain, oh, she doesn't have supplements, but if you don't have a certain like upgrade, that's an automatic kill. Especially with big enemies like bloaters, it's an automatic kill. So you have to constantly be on your toes about what you're doing and who you're fighting against. I am talking a lot about the infected enemies, but the human enemies are pretty strong as well.
Oh, come on. First aid kit. How the fuck do I get inside?
The next thing in my assignment, it says, in what ways does the game organize and discipline a certain kind of player? So I think that this game lends itself, oh my god, that's scary. I think the game lends itself to explorer type players more so than like warrior type players or anything. Um, it is, I think it's beneficial to not just go straight into like the area that you need to go to progress the game, but to look around, especially in a game like this where you are forced to um, like craft things, especially like health and weapons. And most of the time, depending on the difficulty that you select, like the game is not it. You have to look for supplies. Like it's not just going to be given out to you. So, like I was saying earlier, you can just choose to run through enemies and not attack them. Same way you can run through areas and just not search. But with that being said, you run the risk of like not having ammo, not having supplies to create ammo or to create like health. And health is a big thing. As I might remind you, I am like not even at half. So I will say I do enjoy the hell out of this game, and I am very excited to play The Last of Us Part 2. I don't know why I came down here when I have the combination that I need to open the store. So let's go back up. Oh, also with the internment zones and the military taking over, and that's not only is it like post-apocalyptic, but it's, what is the word I'm looking for? Like dystopian. Because not only is the government like supposed to be protecting people, but they're very, it's like they're not very nice. I don't know. But let's get in here. I don't need a hint.
35 right, 30 left, 31 right. That worked.
So one of the last things my assignment says is, does the game discipline you to sit or hold the controller in a certain way, especially as you gain more expertise? I would say as you,
Shit.
oh,
Spores.
I would say as you gain
If
more.
you're gonna jump out at me, go ahead and fucking do it.
I hope she's done talking. I would say that the game disciplines you to be sneaky and crafty as much as possible, as that's going to help you survive. Um, but like I said earlier, as you get more weapons and more confidence in how you use those weapons, like it becomes not easier, but you get more accustomed to it and it becomes like second nature. Um, I'm scared, so I was going to throw the brick to try and lure them out, but the last time I did something like that, I wasted a brick, as it was like in it was like a, you had to step into a certain like area for it to trigger the enemies. So it's just like a wasted throw. I will say the design of the spores and the infected enemies is like disgusting, and disgusting in a good way. Like they did not have to make it as gruesome and as ugly as they did, but it's amazing. Like they did a great job. I want to say like the ugliest enemy definitely is a bloater. Those things
God, yuck.
are, oh, this might be number 2.
Oh, man. Don't come to life, don't come to life. Nothing. Key.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. All right. Key. Pharmacy. Let's do it.
What is it? Think about me while I'm off. I'll be missing you, but not too much. Lorda. That's cute. R.I.P. I guess. The music is popping off. This game has a great way of like, oh god, oh my god. And speak of the devil. This game has a great way of making the player feel anxious through atmosphere, setting, and definitely sound effects. I feel like that's one thing that they did great. I can't. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Since Ellie is a young girl, she doesn't have enough strength to actually take down a whole clicker by herself. So I'm just gonna sneak over here back to Joel. Oh wait. The next... Wait a minute. Where was the key? Oh, the keys... I have to go back here. Yeah, this is where I have to go.
Yes.
It's empty. I knew it. Why would you do that?
Oh. A military helicopter. That's gotta have something. Hang in there, Joel.
Sorry about that. But I will say I kind of spoiled this game for myself already, and the second one, I actually watched a YouTuber like play the whole game through, so just to talk about The Last of Us 2, I haven't played it myself, but I am excited to play it as like the next game on my docket. I'm currently playing The Evil Within 2, and I'm really bad at it because it's my first horror game, and I do not like to be scared, but it's pretty fun. But as far as The Last of Us 2, Ellie is more or less like the main character, and I'm actually excited, not excited, but I'm happy that they did that because they as in Naughty Dog and the game developers, they made Ellie like the main character, and she's lesbian, which is pretty cool because I don't remember of any game having a lesbian like a lesbian main character, you know. And even like a woman being the protagonist of a game, like that's kind of not the norm. I remember like I think not Activision, but like Ubisoft. I think the people that make what is it, Assassin's Creed. I remember they had a discussion where it was like, oh yeah, we were gonna make the main character of Assassin's Creed, I think Odyssey. I think the woman's name was like Alexandria, that they were gonna make her just the sole character, but someone was like, oh, women don't sell. So that was a big thing. Um, but I think having women protagonists is a great thing because it's like 60% of gamers are women. So it's nice to see a little bit of representation in games. I'm a black woman though, so I mean, it's cool that she's a lesbian. I'm also a lesbian, but I'm not a white woman in a post-apocalyptic world. But it is cool, you know, making some headway in the gaming community.
Yeesh.
Mm,
No sutures. Well, at least I can use this.
I really just want to end this gameplay off with like some fighting. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Let's see. If you want to read through that, go ahead, because that's a lot to read. died in a salon. Alright. So yeah, it doesn't really hurt to like look around. I'm pretty sure if I was in this position, I would be looking everywhere. Um, 'Cause I need hella supplies. Like, even if
Here
it's
we
an
go.
empty bottle, like give it to me. That's gonna hold something for me.
Hurry! Up here!
Oh, man. That was close, huh? You're kind of fast there. I'm impressed.
Thanks.
Well, come on. Up we go.
Okay, so we
So, how did you
do
find them?
get to play with Riley.
Fireflies?
Yeah.
Remember that firefly you bit and stole his gun?
Yeah, I remember him.
That's Trevor. I saw him walking down the street, so I tailed his ass. I followed him into this alley, and all these fireflies ambushed me. They took me right to their hideout. To Marlene.
Were you scared?
Terrified. I thought this time she would actually shoot me. But instead, she just says, "What took you so long?" She was expecting me.
And she just made you a firefly?
Something like that. That whole almost thing. She wanted to know I was committed.
Oh.
Come on. We're making good time.
Alright guys, I'm actually going to end the gameplay right here. It's dragging on and I didn't want this video to be like over 20 minutes. So I'm gonna do some cutting and editing and you will see it in a few. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.